Humans are unique in their ability to exist so deeply in both reality A and B. If the mind kill is successful, humans will be scattered or absorbed into the greater whole, their potential forever unknown. In the glowing light of reality A, humans, like all beings, are part of something infinite. In this way, they also contain fractal multitudes. To be the self and also part of the self seems like a contradiction. Like a particle being a wave or a superposition of states, this contradiction is true. Over millennia, your unique structure grew and formed. Your existence in reality A is vast. It is complex. If it is dissolved, nothing like it may ever form again. Aside from the polymer frame, the Glock's most controversial design choice is the lack of external safety switch, relying entirely on its 3 internal safeties. Glock made this decision because Austrian soldiers carried pistols with an empty chamber, making a safety switch redundant. Americans usually carry pistols with a round chambered, so after adopting the Glock, there was an epidemic of Americans accidentally shooting themselves and each other. The FBI Academy performed a study and found that the Glock pistol has, quote, high potential for unintentional shots. Glock always points out that the internal safety features guarantee that the weapon will never fire unless the trigger is pulled. If users pull the trigger at the wrong time, it's their own damn fault. American Glock fans agree, saying that these negligent discharges are a training problem and not a design problem. The one thing that everyone agrees on is that loaded Glock pistols should only be carried with an appropriate holster and with sufficient training. You shouldn't keep a loaded Glock in the front of your waistband unless you really need help hitting those high notes. A thought is not just an idea, but also a way of thinking that idea. It can have different qualities, heavy, smooth and cold like a firearm, or bold, ephemeral and warm like a balloon. After the mind kill, when things seem at their most hopeless, remember that there are other receivers out there. These thoughts will raise you up and keep you afloat. Train your mind to get weighed down in the face of adversity. It can help you survive the mind kill. Now, as strange as we've received transmissions indicating that some receivers have dreamed balloons into existence, containing helpful items. These receivers have usually achieved the highest levels of mental strength, maintaining a certain lightness of thought, even when facing the end of their reality's timeline. One of the most common pistol malfunctions is known as the stovepipe or failure to eject, so called because it looks like a stovepipe is sticking out of the side of the gun. This usually happens when the shooter is not holding the weapon firmly enough to provide a stable shooting platform. This is called limp wrist and is a common trait of non-1911 owners. Like most malfunctions, this can be cleared with the tap rack tool. Just smack the base of the magazine hard, rack the slide back and release, and bang, shoot the target.